Shu is an anime about anime. Or to put it more simply, it's an anime about an animator who gets trapped inside of an anime. That's right. It's anime inception out here. Usually when you see an anime that's about exploring the idea or the creation of anime, it's focused on the details of the production, like Shirobako. Or you'll have something like Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, the cute girls doing cute things in a high school club trope. And while both those anime are great in their own respects, Zenshu takes a pretty different approach to animators inside of an anime. Our main character Natsuko is a superstar animator who struck it big in the industry right after high school. She's a natural. All the higher-ups are convinced that with her on the project, this new movie is gonna make them tons of cash money. But her next project is a love story, and she's struggling to come up with a good storyboard because, well, look at her. She looks like her only experience with love is donating $50 to Sykkuno while he plays Valorant.
Thanks for the $1,000 donation, XQ. That's extremely generous of you. I think you're donating a little bit too much. You should save some for yourself.
I think the commenter Skibbity Power Man said it best. I know it smelled crazy in there. She probably don't wash her so no wonder she can't write a story about love. Anyway, her manager sees that she's struggling, gives her some encouragement, and leaves behind some food that's expired. She ends up eating it, getting food poisoning, and dying, but of course, this is an anime, so she gets reincarnated into a whole new world. She isn't transported to any generic gamer fantasy land like most isekai, and this is where things start to get interesting. She's saved by a group of heroes who take her back to the village, and they explain the situation. She starts to realize that she's in her favorite anime movie that she watched as a kid, full of the heroes that she grew up enjoying, the world that she loved, and the story that she knows like the back of her hand. Because she's watched this so many times, she knows that a giant army of voids are about to strike and kill Yunio. But suddenly, her peg bar, which by the way is something used to hold down like papers in animation, I didn't know that before, starts glowing and talking to her, telling her to draw something. And then so basically every time she gets her powers, there's this sick sequence with like a background lady whispering Zenshu into my ear. Thank you, Zenshu lady. And it's revealed that her power is to basically draw or animate anything and have it kind of come to life. She's creating huge monsters, she's creating samurai, she's really creating whatever the hell she wants. And that's one of the huge reasons that I love this anime, is because of the really fun and unique fights. But most of all, the amazing animation. And it's just fun seeing the distinct visual differences in what she's creating and the world around her. It's kind of giving me like Spider-Verse vibes on how they have different art styles for what she creates versus what's in that world. And with these sick ass animation sequences, which happen pretty much every episode by the way, you always know that you're in for a visual treat. Mappa doesn't disappoint here, and there's just so much variety to each fight. One time you'll get a wrestler montage who's breaking backs like John Cena, or another fight you'll get the patented Itano circus of missiles just going absolutely crazy. If you don't know, the Itano circus is a very popular animation technique by Itano for a bunch of missiles kind of like going around in 3D space. It looks amazing. According to the animator of this cut himself on Twitter, this was estimated to take 3 days, but ended up taking him a whole month to finish. And that was just episode 2. Hold on, let's check out what the comments have to say. I know she's happy because she gets to goon to her favorite characters right in front of their face. Skibbity Power Man, you've done it again. Anyway, the anime is also just chock full of fun anime references like Gurren Lagann, Death Note, and Sailor Moon. This is an anime for anime fans. Like, let's be honest, it's an isekai about an overworked animator that constantly references other anime. This is about as anime as you can get. Now, I'm not gonna spoil everything that happens. Obviously, I'm making this video, so y'all maybe go check it out. But just know that it has an actual ending. It's only 12 episodes, anime original, and has a pretty solid climax and ending and everything. I always love anime that end in 10 to 12 episodes. Like, yeah, sometimes it can be better to get more content, but it's also nice that there's a clear direction that the team wanted to go for, and they executed on it. Having plot points tied up is not a bad thing. That's how I felt watching Zenshu. It's just a nice, short and sweet anime about anime that knew exactly what it wanted to say and executed it fairly well. Some people will watch this and criticize it for, a lack of strong characters or plot, but I don't think every anime needs to change the way you see the world. It's just an anime original that's fun. There's a ton of cool Sakuga shots. There's some funny comedy. It's also a lighthearted romance story. It's just got a bunch of fun factors that they threw in there, and it's clear that the animators went wild with this project. There is a lot of fun to be had in the show, but if you want a closer look at the anime industry, I think Shirobako might be more your speed in terms of anime about anime, while if you want stronger characters to connect to about animation, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken is amazing, and the OP is just great. But for an anime about anime, or a meta anime I guess, I thought it was pretty solid. That's all I have for y'all. Anyway, peace.